Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to first start off by priming my face, focusing mainly on the T-zone, so my forehead, my nose, and my chin, and just working that thoroughly into my skin. Then I'm going to take the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I'm in the color medium tan sand, and I'm just going to place that all around my face, so like my forehead and then my cheeks. And that's usually how I do it from the squirt bottle, so yeah. Then I'll take my Morphe M439 brush and I'll just, in circular motions, just buff that into my skin. So moving forward, I am taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and I am in the color medium, and I'm just placing that in triangle motions under my eyes just to highlight a bit and conceal. I'm doing my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, I know it's crooked, don't tease me, at the cupid's bow, and on my chin. Then I'm taking my beauty blender, which is dry because honestly I'm so lazy to go wash it, but it still works the same way, and I'm just pushing that product into my skin, as you can see, and it works perfectly. So yeah. And then I'll take my Coty Airspun and I'll just bake under my eyes and around my nose because I get super oily there, and it just keeps me matte all day long. I also like to do my forehead and my chin just for fun. Then for the eyebrows, I just did it off camera, but I tried to do it on camera, but my camera kept on going out of focus, so this is all that I have that's in focus. But anyways, I usually fill it in with the medium brown dip brow by Anastasia, and yeah, I like it. Then to wipe off all the bakage, I take my M438 brush from Morphe and I just sweep that all away. Then I'm going to prime my eyelids with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I just like to sweep a even layer around my eyelids just so that I can have a base for my eyeshadow. So taking my Morphe R40 brush and the color Raw Sienna from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm just sweeping that across my entire lids as a transition color, and I am going to build this color up. Now darkening up that crease, I am just taking my Morphe R34 brush and I'm taking the color Burnt Orange, and I'm just darkening up that crease a little bit more. Then I'm taking the same brush that we went in the beginning, the R40 brush, and I'm just trying to blend out all the harsh lines and just making sure there isn't anything there. Then I am taking a small crease brush, which I use the M148 brush, and I'm just creating a dark line. I'm taking the color Cypress Umber and I'm slowly lining where my cut crease is going to be. And as you can see, it's not the best line, but I'll make it work after. Like, you have to blend it out. Then I'm taking a clean blending brush and here I'm using the M433 brush, and I'm just blending out that line that I created with that Cypress Umber color, just so we can have a gradual looking eyeshadow look after this, because that is where I'll cut my crease. And yes guys, I am doing it in real-time blending, so you can see that it takes a while to make that line go away. Then I'm taking the R34 brush again and I'm just trying to buff that line out as best as I can, and this one was actually small enough to blend it out, but as you can see I was angling it so it'll actually buff that line out. Then with the same brush, I am just adding some more of that Cypress Umber color from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I am just darkening up that cut crease line. Then again, I'm taking that bigger, fluffier brush and I'm just blending out all the harsh lines, if there is any, and I'm just making sure it's smooth and seamless. Then I'm taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and I am cutting that crease. As you can see, that darkest brown line is near where I'm cutting that crease, just so it can have like a clean, nice edge. And yes guys, you have to work slowly because it is not very easy to do it in the beginning, but with practice it will get easier. And as you can see, I'm using a really small brush so I can get really close to that line without making as much mistakes. I forgot to mention, but I am using the Morphe M508 brush, and it's just a really tiny brush, and I love to use it to cut the crease because it just gets like up there and gives you a really precise line. Now I'm going to just set that lid with the color Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just using a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush. And then I wanted a little bit of color, and I wanted like a pinkier, rosier color, so I went with the 12S palette from Morphe brushes, and I just put that all over the lid. Then I'm going to take my M148 brush and my M1431 brush, and I'm just blending out the Cypress undercolor in my lower lash line, as you can see. I'm just deepening it more with the darker Cypress umber color, and I do it closer to the lower lash line. Now for the star of the show, I am taking the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy liquid liner. It's the heavy metal liquid liner, and I'm just lining that place where we cut that crease, and I'm moving in slow strokes, and it was kind of hard for me because I wasn't resting my arm on anything, so I had to move really slowly. Now I'm going to take my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I just like this mascara because it's really small and it fits in my lower lash line. As for eyelashes, I don't know what style these are called, but I do know that my cousin were the ones who gave them to me, and she said that it was from the eyelash store in Hawaii called Beautybox, so I'll try to find out what the style is called. It kind of reminds me of the Goddess lashes though. As always, I am taking my MAC Studio Fix Powder in color NC42, and I'm just trying to dust that all over my face, but more so trying to push that into the places that need the coverage. So recently I've been using a new contour brush, and I like to use the Morphe R10 brush now, and I use the color Shadow Play from the Shade and Light palette, and then I'll go into the color Sombre, which is the darkest one, and I'll use that to really define my contour lines. And I'm really lazy when it comes to nose contour because usually I don't do it, but I just did it for this one. Taking my Anastasia So Hollywood highlighter, I am using that to highlight the highest points of my cheeks and my cupid's bow, and then I'll do my nose and the tip of my nose as well later on. Then I'm also gonna hit the inner corner highlights as well as my eyebrows, and yeah, freaking fleeky. My current obsession is the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow liquid lipstick, and I'm so obsessed with this color. Like, it is my true nude for my shade, and I keep using it. I think I'm going to run out of it by the end of the year because I use it so much. Then I'm going to take my NYX Matte Finish long-lasting setting spray, and I'm just going to douse myself in this setting spray and then use a fan to just dry it off. Dry it off, girl. Dry it off. And that completes my final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe and have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye!